Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy. In the last episode I showed off the Peninsula of Power, I believe is what they call it. It's a good leveling spot for leveling in this game early on. And we also made it to the Marsh Cave, which is where we are now. Um, so we're gonna go up here first. There's nothing up here, aside from a few chests. And some enemies, of course. But yeah, this isn't the way to go. There's just some chests and stuff up here. Unless, of course, they changed it in this version, which I'm sure they didn't. Doesn't seem like a whole lot has really changed, it's just upgraded, and they added a couple things. So, we come up in here, or down here, I guess. And I don't know my way around here because I usually skip it. And look, there's the dagger I was talking about. Get out of my way, bat. Thank you. But yeah, there's a couple rooms and a couple chests. Nothing too terribly useful, of course, like I mentioned before. There's not going to be a lot of useful loot in chests. But we're gonna get it anyways. All for sake of completion. And look, everyone leveled up. Fantastic. And I think that might be all that's down here. There might be another room over here. There's a lot of new enemies here. Nothing really important, actually. A lot of this stuff can poison you, of course. But if you just use fear on most of it, it'll take most of it out fairly quickly. Oh, there we see. So that's basically going to be my strategy for most of it. Yeah, there's one more thing down here, a broadsword, and more money. So we could have not bought the broadsword, but yeah, we were going to. I don't know why that's there like that. Oh, green slimes. Now, if I remember correctly, these guys can't be hurt. Well, they can be, but they don't get hurt much from physical attacks, even if you have pretty good attack. Like, yeah, our knight there only did 4 damage. So you're gonna want to really use magic on them. So hopefully you have a magic user. If not, run away, I guess. I mean, you could kill them. It'll just take a little while, and it's not really worth the trouble. But let's head on back. There's another path that we're going to take here in a second that also leads to not the way we're needing to go. Look, even more new enemies. A lot of this stuff is weak to fire, I believe, if it's anything like the original. Like, undead stuff is weak to fire. So like the ghouls, the gas, the shadows there. A lot of that's just fire. I mean, you can use other stuff. I'm sure it'll work just as well. But yeah. Oh, I thought there was a thing up here. I guess I'm crazy. I thought there was like a little building with nothing in it. I was just gonna show off, but apparently it's just a dead end. Shows what I know. But yeah, this, like I mentioned probably a couple times at this point, this version is much easier with the inclusion of MP. Because I can just spam Fira pretty much whenever I want. Yeah, this is the way we need to go though, of course. So, I mean, it makes it a lot easier because you don't have to worry about conserving MP as much, because you didn't really have a whole lot of MP in the original game. It was a different system, but now it seems like you could just use it as much as you want. And the inclusion of ethers, which I don't think I have any. But the fact that they do exist means you don't even have to leave the cave in order to heal up like you would have in the original. This does seem to be like the original. This chest would have something in it if we didn't go the other way and open a specific chest, I think is how it works. But since we went the other way and got the chest, for some reason it grabs the loot from these ones as well. I don't know how it works, and I don't know why it works that way, but it does seem to work that way. So that's how that is. I know I'm showing a lot of repeat battles in these episodes, but it's mostly because they're so quick, and I'm generally in the middle of a sentence. And it would be silly to cut it out for like 10 seconds worth of me babbling. So yeah, all those chests would have had something in it if we didn't go the other way. But what I don't think... I think there is one chest over in that empty space, or in that empty space, god damn it, in that dead end area that would have had something that we wouldn't have gotten from coming the original way. Because wasn't there 4 chests, and there were 3 that we just couldn't get there? I don't know. This room has a whole bunch... Oh, Phoenix Down, that's lame. This room has a whole bunch of rooms. It's like a... There's 4 rooms in a row, and then there's like 3 or 4 rows. I think 4, now that I really think about it. And here's some more enemies that we haven't seen. But I'm just gonna heal, I guess. I don't know why. But yeah. There's like, I think it's like a 4x4. There's 4 rooms across and 4 rooms down. And that is... some of the rooms are empty, some of them aren't. In the very bottom row of rooms, like yeah, that room was empty. The very bottom row of rooms is locked. That one's empty. There's one specific room that we're looking for, and it'll be quite obvious when we walk into the room which one it is. I guess that one's empty. I don't know why. But yeah, let's just keep going. A lot of them, like I said, are empty, or they don't really... None of them really have anything useful. But we're gonna check them all anyways. That one's empty. All these bats are just there to get in your way. This is the room we're looking for. It's very obvious. But we'll come back to that in just a moment. So we'll get this. And the last room right over here that we can get into. And this one has an empty chest. Alright, I don't understand that. And like I said, there are 4 more rooms at the bottom here. And they're all locked, but I'll show off one of them. And I'm just not going to cut out this battle, because why should I? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, a big part of these games is battles, so it doesn't hurt to show off a few every now and then. So that's my reasoning for showing you. I'm sorry if you don't like it. But yeah, pretty much all these battles are going to be easy. But yeah, all of these rooms down here are locked. So we'll come back for those in after we get the key, whenever we get the key. Maybe the king will give us the key for giving him the crown that he so desires. But maybe not. We'll see. Nope, that wasn't the right room. So here, this is the room. Yes. And if we walk 1 tile to the north, there will be a fixed encounter with wizards. Well, it was wizards in the original game. I'm not sure what it is in this game, but I'm sure we could take it on. And sure enough, it's Piscademons. Piscademons? Pisodemon? I don't know. They're wizards. It's basically the same sprite as the wizard. And in the original, you can run into like between 2 and I think 6 of them. And it may be the same here, and I might have lucked out and only gotten 2. Now, me being as powerful as I am, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to be that hard. But they can be pretty tough if you don't, if you come in here ill-prepared. But of course, I came in here very prepared, as I always will. And for doing that, we obtain the crown. So now we can finally go give that to the king. And he'll give us some awesome reward, I'm sure. If you step back on that tile, it's a fixed encounter tile. So that you will run into more wizards if you go back on there. So I guess you could kind of use that to level up if you wanted to. I don't recommend it, but... And yeah. So we're just going to leave this cave. I could meet you out there, but... Nah, I'll make you watch. I have to do it, you gotta watch. Nah, I'll cut out most everything, but... For some reason I just feel like leaving this in. But yeah, so our next objective, as I've already mentioned, is going to be to return the crown to the king. And I'm sure he'll be eternally grateful. And after that, I mean, depending on what item he gives us, we might be able to go do something else. Or maybe he will give us nothing. Who knows? He might be a jerk. I'm just like, oh, you got me the crown, thanks. Which honestly would not surprise me that much in an NES game. The early ones. Because they didn't really give you a whole lot of direction. They just kinda threw you into a world and you had to figure it out on your own. But here we are, back to the king. I can already see the smile on his face, he's so happy. But we'll give him the crown in the next episode. So that's gonna be it for this one. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And goodbye.